Love you, man. All right, everybody. Happy Thursday. Big waves to you. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm coming in live from New York City. That's right. I'm about to go in and do a meeting here in just a second in Riverside Park in New York, Times Square. That's right. Yes, yes, yes. Where this business takes you, nobody knows. It's crazy. All right. All right. Enough of that. We're going to talk about the word for the year for Nancy Botsford. And I want you to think like I could relate it to business, I could relate it, but I want you to think about you. Like, I don't know what it is. Is it maybe relationships? Is it spirituality? Is it your health? Is it your body, your physique? Is it business? Right? It could be that Alan White's going to pour concrete today, him and his crew. I don't think so. I don't think so. So here's the thing. Whatever it is going on, Brenda Carlton, for you, we're all different. We're all made up different. We all have different goals, aspirations, what we're trying to accomplish. Whatever it is you want to thrive at, I want you to think about this word, all in. Nancy Botsford's word for the year was all in. Now, as a former coach, football coach, I love this word because, and listen, I'm talking to myself, just so you know, because we can pride ourselves on certain areas. Like John Frick could say, I'm all in. I'm the best tractor driver there is in all of, you know, Minnesota. And then he could look at himself and go, you know what? But I really struggle because I love ice cream. So although I'm a great at driving a tractor, Brenda Carlton, on one side of my life, and I'm all in there, I really stink at the health side because I love ice cream. So it's like we're good over here, we're bad over here. I think that's life, right? That's the life we live. And so whatever it is you want to thrive at right now, you're like, I got a burning desire to do this. I want to ask you a question. 100% all in. What does that mean? Well, it means you're fully committed. It means you're giving 100% effort. It means that your energy, your focus, you are literally tunnel vision in that spot. I'll give you a great example. Mary Catherine Ewing is on the coach's corner. She is all in when it comes to health. Like this lady is making she's making her meals a week ahead of time. She's got them in all the Ziploc. When she travels, it's all I look at it and I'm like, wow, Eric, this is incredible. Guess who's not all in on that? Me, right? And I look at her and I'm a little bit envious. I'm like, wow, that would be cool if I was that disciplined. But you know what? She's made some drastic improvements in her health. Drastic, like almost 100 pounds on the weight loss side, but not counting all her readings and everything that's going on in her life. And I'm like, wow, how amazing. So 100% all in is like energy, focused attention, tunnel vision. And guess what happens? Results. Isn't that amazing? Right? And so if I want to be great at driving a tractor, guess what? I get tunnel vision for a period of time and I am absolutely like going pro in that area. I'm tunnel vision. I'm focused. Guess what happens? About 6 months into it, I'm a pro. I got this thing dialed in. I can drive a John Deere. I can drive an International. I can drive all these different kind of tractors because I have tunneled myself into that. Guess what? Business, same way. If I was willing to go all in, like it means I'm not holding anything back. Like I'm fully committed. Guess what? About 6 months and things start to change in your business, right? Doesn't matter if it's I have a concrete company or I'm running a network marketing business or I'm coaching football. Like if I just go all in tunnel vision in about 6 months, when the energy and the focus and the tunnel vision is there, things start to shape up, things start to change. So whatever it is, Hill Blue, that you're wanting right now, are you 100% all in, committed, tunnel vision, focused, not just for a week, not just for a day, but like for a period of time? Would you do it for 6 months to see everything drastically change in your health, in your body, in your business, whatever it is? So, why is being 100% all in important? It eliminates hesitation, it creates momentum. Like, do you want to make, like, if it was business and you go, I want to make more money in my concrete company. Well, guess what? Go all in for 6 months and watch the paychecks change. If it's network marketing, go all in for 6 months, watch everything change because there's no hesitation and you start to build momentum and it sets you apart. People start to go, man, Eric is all in. Like when he goes all in, he goes all in. Like I have people call me all the time, Michelle McKay, and they're like, dude, you've been doing this network marketing thing for a long time. Like it's crazy. Like you're still today all in. I'm like, absolutely. It's changed my life. So whatever it is, Dr. Bob, if it's being a dentist, if it's whatever, like I got to get tunnel vision in the areas I want to grow at. And it sets me apart. And it leads to bigger rewards. It's not happening by chance, it's happening by design, right? The design of being 100% committed and all in. So, Andrea, I've taken too long. I'll turn it to you.
No, that was fantastic. So great,
I
great
felt like
lesson.
I was in the locker room talking to my football players this morning. I'm like, guys, we got to be all in. So,
We're
okay,
ready to go
back to you.
charge the field. And we have a
Yeah.
recommendation. So Eric says that we have to go get pastrami. I don't know what that is, but we can learn at Katz Deli, Katz with a K. So that's
All right, we're in. We're all in. I'm
all
all in
in.
on some pastrami. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We'll learn. We'll learn. So the quote that I found was the difference between success and failure is not talent, it's total commitment. And so that sounds great, right? That's Tony Robbins. I want to be all in. I want to be committed and great word, Nancy. So what I looked into was, okay, so how do we stop? Okay, I should have looked a better way to say this. We're going to say half hiney. So how do we stop half hineying things and go all the way in? So that's where we're going. So I didn't swear. But first of all, we've got to decide what we really want. So you talked about Mary Catherine, and I think about, she's all in, and some of us have benefited from her all inness and gotten to be fed by her, and it's fantastic. So thank you, Mary Catherine. She's all in, but she decided what she really wanted, right? She got sick and tired of being sick and tired and went all in. We have to decide the same thing. So, what is it that I want? What is my goal? Where do I want to be? Because half the battle is just making that decision. That maybe or 1 foot in, 1 foot out is so hard. And all I can think about, and this is kind of a crazy one, but we're going to go on a little side note here. A few years ago, I earned a trip to Costa Rica. It was an all-inclusive. It was amazing. It was really my first vacation ever, and I got to bring the kids, and it was literally so fantastic. But I was brand new in the journey of no longer drinking alcohol. And so every day, it's an all-inclusive. The alcohol's free. And I grew up in a very alcohol-inclusive culture. So I'm like, wait a minute, I can't go to an all-inclusive and not drink the drinks. So every day I would get up and I would decide, do I think I'm going to drink today? Well, we'll see at breakfast and we'll see at lunch. And I had to make this decision over and over and over again the entire week we were there. And it was like, well, that was kind of exhausting to keep making the same decision over and over. If I had just decided to be all in and not leave that maybe, you release all that extra mental space. So when you make that decision, you don't have to hem and haw anymore. It just makes it so much easier. And with that, we've got to burn the backup plan. So I think that Brenda, you put in there like burn the ships or sink the ship, do something to the ships, let them go, right? So if we always have a way out, we're gonna take it when things get tough. Right? A lot of times with our industry, we'll hear from people, well, I'm gonna give it a year, or I'm gonna give it 2 years, I'm gonna give it 3. Um, when you go to your job in the morning, do you say, I'm gonna give this today? No, you like go to the job, you get hired and then you go do the work, hopefully. I don't know. So if you're going to do something, commit. Don't commit for a time. Commit, be all in. Next is to take massive action. Some of us wait for the perfect time. Anybody else wait for everything to be perfect? I think about Colleen and Mark, and every day, I mean, literally every day we go see their pictures and they're all in. They're out there. I think their eyelashes, I don't, their eyes might be open because they're frozen open. Like they're in the tundra. I don't know. It's Arctic there, but they're out there. And I might be the type of person that says it's a little chilly. I'm going to wait for it to warm up. I'm going to wait for it to cool down. I'm going to wait for it to whatever. And I'm waiting for that perfect time. They're all in. They're out there regardless, knowing that there's nothing perfect in this beautiful world. So go do it anyway. With that, we could go to Mark and Colleen again. It's to stay consistent no matter what. The people that win keep going when others stop. Right? They keep that commitment regardless of what else is going on around them. One way that we can make that easier is to surround yourself with committed people. So if I wanted to exercise every day, I'm going to plug into Mark and Colleen. It's the Mark and Colleen show today. I'm going to plug into them because they're consistent and they're committed humans. And if that's what I want, then I'm going to spend more time with them because that's going to help me build up that commitment muscle inside of me. With that, I need to trust the process. Success takes time. If I want to lose, I'm working with my Abvantage and I want to get rid of this beautiful little pooch that I've grown. Well, I've got to trust the process. I've got to take my Advantage. I've got to eat well. I've got to exercise, take my drops, do all the things, and realize that I'm doing the right things and I'm not doing the wrong things. The process is going to happen. I just have to be patient and focused as I'm moving through it. And then lastly, I'm going to end with this, and it's to keep your promises. And what do I mean? I mean the promises to you. I do my best, like every single day. If I make a promise to Marlene, I want to keep it. I had a phone call today with Michelle McKay because I felt like I was breaking a promise. And I'm like, no, I really want to help. I don't know how, but I really, really want to, right? Because I don't want to break a promise to anyone else. But you know whose promises I'll break all the time? The ones to me, right? Today, I am going to make good choices at every meal. And then I'm like, but that pasta sure looks good, right? And I will break those promises, and that lowers my commitment to myself and it makes it so I'm not 100% in. So keep those promises to you. So Nancy, hopefully this helped with your
This,
work here.
and I got to say this, that there's, as you were talking, you mentioned Michelle. I remember last year around like her and a small group of people made an all-in commitment. And I
Mhm.
think about over 7,000 people come. And
Right.
it's like when people ask me, like, what do I do? I go, well, to go do that all, like to make the all in for another year. And they're doing it. And so that's business side, but like, what is your all in right now? That would be the end of the day is like, if you really want purpose, if you really, Dr. Bob, want to put your feet on the floor, every morning and go, this thing is fun called life. Like Alan Schultz, like, what do you do? Like, have an all in for you. Like, what is that? Is it business? Is it relationships? Is it spirituality? Is it health? Like, it doesn't, like, it's got to be your deal, Masaba in Uganda, right? What's your all in right now that you're like blinders on? It's not going to be for a week. It's not going to be for a month. It's a committed amount of time, and things will start to make a difference and start to change. And people will call you lucky and they'll call you old special. But at the end of the day, what you really are is you were committed to go all in. So, guys, have a great Thursday. We love you. Great word this morning, Andrew. This was awesome. This was great for me. So, Nancy, thank you for that. Have a great Thursday, guys. Love you. Appreciate you
Bye,
guys.
bye.
Love you